Hello friends, in this drug stability video, we are going to discuss stabilization of medicinal agent against common reaction, that is the oxidation and hydrolysis. In general, the pharmaceutical product which contains drug as well as excipient should be stable at the environmental conditions. So many drugs undergo physical and chemical decomposition or degradation during the storage condition, and it may result in the loss of a drug activity, or the poisonous substance may be formed in that dosage form. Hence, it is very important to understand the various pathway responsible for the destabilization of drug. By knowing this destabilization pathway, we can easily stabilize the medicinal product against the common reaction. First destabilization pathway is hydrolysis. The principle involved in hydrolysis is it is important in a system containing a water such as solution, suspension and emulsion. So these dosage forms are very prone to the hydrolysis. The drug which contains the ester and the amide group react with the water and undergoes the hydrolysis. This hydrolysis reaction is catalyzed by the hydrogen ion or hydroxyl ion. Generally, the drugs are weak acid or weak bases, and it is available in the form of ionic as well as a neutral molecule. So this hydrolysis reaction between the ionic species is faster than the neutral molecule. Means the drug which are present in the ionic form undergo hydrolysis faster as compared to the drug which are present in the neutral molecule. Next one is protection against hydrolysis, and first way is by using a buffer solution. Drug may be stabilized by the use of a buffer. So the pH of a product should be adjusted so that drug will have the maximum stability and the therapeutic activity at that optimum pH, and therefore by experimentation the type of buffer and the optimum pH should be established, and use that type of buffer and optimum pH for the stabilization of drug product. Next one is the complexation. This complexing agent forms a complex with a free drug and reduce the concentration of a free drug in solution. So as the concentration of this complexing agent is increases, then the concentration of free drug in solution is decreases. So as the concentration of this free drug is decreases, then the less drug is available for the hydrolysis. Next one is the suppression of solubility. When the solubility of drug decreases, the concentration of drug in solution phase is also decreases. Hence, the rate of hydrolysis is also decreases. Next way is removal of water, as the presence of water is responsible for the hydrolysis process. Hence, it is better to avoid its contact with a drug formulation, and this can be achieved by first way is the reconstitution product. Means drug is stored in a dry form, and when required the sterile water is added into the formulation and reconstitute the product when required. Second way is the using water immiscible vehicle for dispersion of a drug. By using this way, we can easily protect the drug against the hydrolysis. Next destabilization pathway is oxidation. The principle of oxidation is oxidation involves the loss of electron. The reaction between the compounds and the molecular oxygen is known as a autooxidation. In fats and oils, autooxidation of unsaturated fatty acid proceed in presence of a atmospheric oxygen or light or free radical or the trace amount of heavy metal or organic peroxide. Means presence of these factors may initiate the auto-oxidation process in fats and oil. The oxidation reaction is again catalyzed by the hydrogen ion or hydroxyl ion. In general, the drugs are weak acid or weak bases, and these drugs are available in ionic form as well as in neutral form. These ionic forms are very prone to the oxidation reaction as compared to the neutral form. Steps involved in auto-oxidation. First step is the chain initiation, means the oxidation process is initiated by means of any factor such as atmospheric oxygen or light or the trace amount of heavy metal or free radical, etc. Then this oxidation process is propagate, means continuously the oxidation process is goes on. Next one is the chain termination. At the end, the oxidation process is terminated, and this chain termination is of two types, self termination and the chain breaking termination. Protection against oxidation. First way is by using antioxidant agent. It is act by breaking the free radical chain reaction at the step of chain propagation. Means oxidation process is not propagated and the oxidation is stopped. Example of the antioxidant are BHA, that is butylated hydroxyanisole, BHT, ascorbic acid, etc. Next one is the chelating agent. This chelating agent forms a chelate or complex with heavy metal, and due to formation of such complex, the product is prevented from the oxidation. Example of the chelating agent is ADTA, citric acid, tartaric acid, etc. Next one is the micellar solubilization. Surfactant protect the drug against the oxidation by forming a micelle, and due to the formation of micelle, the entrapped drug is present in a spherical micelle and it protected against a oxidation. Next way is by using a buffer solution. This buffer solution provides a stability to a product when the oxidation is catalyzed by hydrogen ion or hydroxyl ion. For that, choose a buffer with appropriate pH to maintain the maximum stability of a product. Next one is the solvent. Usually water is used as a solvent for most of the pharmaceutical product, and if possible replace this water with other solvent to prevent the oxidation process. I hope you understand this video. Thank you.